Well, now that the console is built, I'm going to start loading it up. I'll be mounting my remote switching on it, my fish finder, and my amp meter. Amp meter is to tell me how many volts the trolling motor is drawing at any given time. Here I'm disassembling it so that I can get to the inside of it. First thing I'm going to do is mount my transducer to the underside of the main plate or cover. I've already mounted the transducer to a piece of 3/4 inch marine board. Now I'm determining where I need to locate it on the bottom of my plate. Also, I'll be marking, there's a cover on the underside of the kayak. If you're not using the pedal system, it's got a cover that covers the underside of the kayak and allows a smoother water flow over the hull. It covers up the bottom of the hull. I'm going to be cutting out an area for the transducer to peek through and be in the water. I'm cutting it out right now with a Dremel. I'm marking where to drill through the cover to align the transducer support, and I can screw it to the bottom of the cover. Excuse me while I go into the shop and hold this in the vise so I can screw it together. This is what it looks like when it's all in one piece. What I'm doing now is adjusting the depth of the transducer so it's a little deeper in the water. And that's what it looks like when it's all together. I'm going to mount this excess cable below the panel, below the plate between the transducer and the cover, because I don't want to cut the cable. I'm not learned enough to do that kind of nonsense, so what I'll do is I'll tie it up underneath where it's out of the way, and I'll just pull through what I need. And I'll use a zip tie to hold it to the support, the transducer support. And that's what the final whole package looks like. And that should be the last time I have to go down below. Now all the rest of the assembly will be in the upper portion of the console. The interesting part of that cutout for the pedal system is where the taper is in my console. That's all exposed to the water underneath. The flat spot on top is not exposed to that area. That area is exposed to the hull, inside the hull of the kayak. So I can go through that, and I can do all my wiring through the hull and up through that area right there. The nice thing about the remote switching is all the switching is done below the hull. below the console inside the hull. In the past, all my switches were toggle switches and they were all in the console. Well, now I just have the one remote switching unit in the console, and all the connections are made below in the hull. I'll show you how this works later on. Well, that's what the finished product looks like. That's got the fish finder, the remote switch, and the amp meter all completed and closed up. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm walking around with the camera in my hand right now so I can show you a close-up of it. There's the remote switching. That's pretty nice stuff.